Hi guys, and welcome back to Dream Queen. So we are back with a message from your DM. So DM to DF. Any questions as to what it is that I do, how I get the songs, and all of that information is down below on the description. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So the song is Mirror by Justin Timberlake. The verse that spoke out to me, I mean, I love the entire song. I mean, I haven't heard that song in like forever, but was, so now I say goodbye to the old me, it's already gone, which I think is kind of like amazing, because he needs to let go of the old in order to be able to move forward into the new, which, you know, it's amazing. As always, I use my gift, PERLA'S gift. Let's see. Ooh, it's a lot going on here. Cool. First thing obviously comes out right away is the I'm exhausted. The mirroring of each other. So as you have been working on yourself, he has been doing the same thing, which is actually quite beautiful. Coming towards you, wanting to communicate to you how my throat feels weird. Sorry. Wanting to communicate with you, like what he's been up to and what he's been doing and things like that. I just feel like some of the DFs out there are not, I keep on hearing like excuses. They're not excuses. If you're at a point right now where there is no communication, or communication has been, oh my god, I am so sorry. I was like mad hyped a couple of minutes ago, like listening to music and stuff. Anyways, I feel like some of the DFs feel that he's making up excuses as to why he hasn't been around, which is not the case. It's like no matter what way he decides to look at how things have happened and the things that have happened and why they've happened and da 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 da, it's like he's still connected to you. Doesn't matter how hard he's tried to break that connection. Revisiting a lot of the his past and seeing how every mistake, I should say every choice that he had made in the past has I keep on saying like draw adrift. I don't know why I want to say draw. I feel like some of the DMs out there are drawing in order to kind of vent and let go of things. But I don't know why that wanted to come up. But like knowing that the choices that he had made in the past caused a drift between the two of you. And some of them are dwelling in that, as others are coming out of that and accepting that it's okay that they had made mistakes, and it's okay to move forward, and it's okay to come towards you. Some DMs, and I know some DFs are going to be a little upset out there, know about the connection, know about how can I put it? Like they know that there's something more. Like that this connection is more than what they believe it to be. Let's put it that way. But that scares those, like, those specific DMs. And what they're trying to do is find someone else, like another person, another female, or another feminine, divine feminine, not another feminine energy. Oh my God. I can't even talk because it's like it doesn't even make sense. So they know the connection that they have with you is more than what they thought it was. But at the same time, it scares them so much that they want to be able to find a connection with another feminine energy to kind of allow them to ground themselves, if that makes any sense. And it's funny because it's like the more they try to push you away, the more they try to deny the connection, the closer that is bringing them towards you. And it's like you're sitting here just watching them basically self-destruct, because everything that they're denying themselves about how they feel about you is what they're seeking for. And it's like, it's hard to see somebody self-destruct when they have no idea, but it's even harder when the person is aware, but still chooses to go down a path knowing that is only going to lead to self-destruct. And unfortunately, there is a small percentage of the DFs that are going to see their DM for the next, I want to say couple of months, self-destruct by trying to find a connection close to what they had to you. There are secrets that are coming up that the DM is going to bring forth to his DF in regards to the connection. Things that they knew were going to hurt their DFs, but they still did it intentionally because they were trying to break what they thought was an obsession, what they thought was an addiction. So some of the DMs, because they have you so much on their mind, because they have you so much on their thoughts, they share this with people, because I feel like there's people around them, and they share these with people around them, and they're telling them, oh, that's not love, that's just an obsession, that's not love, that's just an addiction. And they're gonna go ahead and say that to you, like they're gonna confide in you and let you know that that's where their mind has been at, based on what other people have told them. There are a lot of people in the DM's life with opinions of who they should be with, the type of person they should be with, and the reasons. Again, I'm having such a hard time talking. And the reasons why they shouldn't be with their DFs. Now, you have to understand that is not. So if your DM comes up to you and tells me, oh, so-and-so told me that it isn't, like, you know, that what I feel for you is an addiction and not love, it is not up to you to correct them. It is up to you to just listen, accept it, and on your end, just let it go. Because if you know the truth, then it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, and it really doesn't matter what headspace he is in right now. That just means that you have work to do and he has work to do. And while you're working on yourself, then he'll be able to work through those things. This thing with my voice that keeps on wanting to, like, stop, there is a few, like a handful, let's say, of DMs that are ready for that communication, that are ready for the next step, that are ready to come clean on everything, but are having a hard time letting it out, having a hard time talking, having a hard time starting the conversation. But just because they're having a hard time does not mean that they're not going to come forth and start that conversation. As you all are aware, that the past week or so, a lot of us have been purging a lot of things that no longer need to be there. So have the DMs. They've been purging a lot of guilt, for what they've done. But I feel the guilt is more for the DMs that are not aware. Like, they know that there's a strong connection, but they're not aware that it's stronger than just like a soulmate, or it's just stronger than just a connection. You know what I mean? So they're still at that phase, like, you know, I'm connected to her. I just don't know how. But damn, like, I shouldn't have done half the stuff that I did. Or all the stuff that I did. If that makes any sense. And I know I keep on saying this group, that group. I did not label them. I'm sorry. I'm just bringing them out as they come. Some of them, it's like they're getting, these are the ones that I feel that know that the connection is more than what it seems. And within that group of DMs, there are a few that have been having signs over and 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 over again. Oh my God. In dreams, in, you know, things pop up, like when they open their phones or when they're reading things, and it's like, literally, like, it feels like God, you know, if you call him Source, Universe, whatever you decide to call him, it's like yelling at them, like, what else do I have to show you? Like, what else do I have to do so that you can just snap out of it and move forward? Some DMs are going to get the picture, are going to get the point, and are going to move forward. The other ones, unfortunately, and I say these for my DFs out there, a lot of them are going to regress. Now, why do I say that? I do not want you to get discouraged and to stop working on yourself and to stop doing the things that you have been doing to move forward. At times, we have to continue on our path, even when it seems that all has failed. So in an essence, this is a lesson for both of you. For him, it is a lesson that he refuses to follow the signs. He refuses to move forward. He refuses to let his old ways go. And for you is a lesson that it really doesn't matter what's going on over here with him, because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about continuing to heal yourself. My gloves are like so dirty. I was at the garden earlier. I didn't take them, but I put them on after I got back. I don't know. And then I went to mess around with my sunflowers. So that's probably why they're still dirty. So it's like, it's a lesson for you to basically build endurance and build confidence in who you are as a DF and what you hold to this world, what you have to offer, what you have to give. And if you're constantly distracted about what your DM is doing and what he's not doing and why he's not moving forward and this and this and that, then that in essence stops you from continuing to move forward. So like I said, for that small group of you that your DM, even though he is seeing, he's seeing the signs, he's getting the signs, he's getting them in dreams, he's getting them intuitively, whatever it is, and he still refuses to move forward. It's like he's just going to be like on a roller coaster, and that does not mean you have to be on a roller coaster, because at this point in the matter, it has nothing to do with the work that you have been doing. You have to continue on moving forward. This is, as far as when it comes to the connection, as far as when it comes to the alignment, you have done everything that you possibly could. Unfortunately, we all have free will, and so does he. And if this connection, if these dreams, if these intuitive messages or whatever it is that is coming towards him scares him so much that he rather be in this roller coaster, then you have to accept that and you have to keep moving forward. Okay, sweetie? Because I don't want to see anybody going backwards because their DM chooses to be afraid of what is to come next. And those DMs, it hurts because how can I put it? The mask that they have worn in the past, they're still gonna pretend like they're gonna assume that people and you are still seeing that false mask, but you no longer are. So regardless of how happy and how well put together their life may seem, you can see right through it. And their soul is aching. Their soul is going to be aching. Their soul is going to be hurting. Their soul is going to be searching for answers. And God is still like up here like, hello, did I not tell you this? Like how many weeks ago? How many months ago? And, again, I can't stress it enough. I want the DFs whose DMs are going to be doing this to not sabotage yourself, thinking that it's something that you're doing wrong or thinking that you're lacking something in your alignment, because this specific group of DM, regardless of how small it is, because it is small, still has nothing to do with you in that aspect of things. Let's see. There are some DMs that have had strong connections with other feminine, whether it be whatever you choose to call it. If you choose to call it a soulmate, a karmic, or whatever, that has them in this kind of yo-yoing, like, okay, so who is it that I'm supposed to be with? Like, but then this is like what their logical mind is thinking, but their heart is always pulling towards you. Because, as always, the other feminine energy hid a lot of things, is hiding a lot of things that the DM is not aware of. So that feminine energy, in essence, is wearing a false mask that is, in a way, confusing the DM as to who it is that his heart belongs to. All that you can do is continue working on yourself. We cannot sit and dwell or cry. I was about to fall on me, huh? I just gotta love stuff like that. Oh, that's so beautiful. The DMs that are going to choose to listen to their dreams, listen to their intuition, it's like they feel a piece of you with them at all times. And they feel that there's a piece of them with you at all times. And they're going to have this moment of just pure clarity that is going to allow them to just move forward. Okay, yep. moving straight forward and going through where did that come from? Anyways, so those DMs that are gonna listen to their intuition and listen to their dreams are going to just kind of like have this moment of like, oh, okay, I see it, I get it, and they're just gonna move forward, just propel forward, and it's just like, you know, oh my God, this energy is so strong. Like, I'm going and I'm going and I'm going and I'm going and that's it. That's it. DMs have been in a very, 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 very dark place lately. Some of them are coming out of it victorious and being able to see clearly. Some of them are just going to come out of it as confused as they went into it, mainly because they don't want to accept what the truth is. Because there's a lot of, if they accept the truth, then they have to deal with all the baggage from the past in order to heal. And some of them do not want to heal. Some of them do not want to go through the process of healing because it seems like they feel that they're not going to be able to come out of it on top. They feel that if they try to heal and forgive themselves, they are going to, in an essence, kind of self-destruct. And, you know, we have to understand that, because I have gone to that phase where I don't want to heal certain things because I don't know if I can handle it. And, you know, that's why I say, like, we cannot resist when healing is coming, because our subconscious is only going to give us consciously what our conscious mind can handle at the time. It's not going to give us more than that. You understand what I mean? So that is something that he has to come to to realize on his own, that, you know, so, you know, that song Mirror is completely true, because even if you're not going through certain things right now, so even if you're not healing certain things, or you've healed it and you accepted it, he still feels how you felt at one point when it came to healing. So I'm going to pull 3 cards as to where his energy is. For the connection. All he sees you. I think this came out last time, or it came in one of the readings. So we have King of Swords in the reverse for his energy. So, like I said, a lot of them have been in that dark space, like just kind of like trying to let go of everything. Trying to let go of that ego, trying to live their life from their heart, but they're having a hard time doing that, unfortunately. The 9 of Swords in reverse for the connection is like, this is what it looks like upright. They don't want to keep on fighting the connection that they have with you. Their soul knows this. Unfortunately, our logic doesn't always know that, or doesn't always want to accept it. So this is what their soul is trying to push through at the moment. Their soul is trying to let them know, like, no, stop fighting it and just go for it. So this is like, you know, when I said God, source, universe is yelling at them, like, you know, this is, you know, like, how much more clear can I be? And the Hermit in reverse. So a lot of us had taken the time to go within, and now we're slowly starting to come out of our shells, and slowly starting to live our life again. And they're seeing that, and they're kind of like, you know, some of them are reminiscing, like, okay, if she was able to deal with everything that I did and with everything that life has thrown at her. And she went within and she took the time and she healed, and now look at her. She is like a completely different person. So can I. So I feel inclined to pull these, the angels and ancestors oracle cards. I'm just gonna pull one card, and this is what I want you to focus on, the DFs, that in essence is going to help you stay balanced, but will also help your DM, those that are still stuck in that dark space, to come out of it and know that they can be victorious regardless of whatever it is that they need to heal. I know I suck at shuffling, especially if you have gloves on. Isn't this beautiful? Like, everything's about mirror and reflection. Like, I had one about the DFs earlier, to self, and the song was Reflection by Christina Aguilera. And I love stuff like this, like confirmation. This is the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. So as you take time to reflect on what has happened, and as you take time to accept everything with love and let it go with love, and just continue working on you, continue on loving yourself, I feel that in essence will help your DM get out of the stage where he is at. I do want to read at least a small, like the quick message of it. I don't know why. I don't even know what it says. Take some time to reflect on your strength and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gift. Angels accept you just the way you are, even when you are going through a challenging time. They still hold you in the highest esteem. The Mirror Guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourself as angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within. The Mirror Guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. And I feel that as we do this, your DM is going to do the same thing. He's going to be able to reflect and go into those areas that he doesn't want to and heal those parts so that he can avoid repeating the same patterns. Ugh, isn't that beautiful? Well, guys, thank you for watching and have a beautiful night. Bye-bye.